Yo, what's going on, guys? Tony here, coming at you with another video. And I know I promised this video to be out this week, and here it is. The main reason for doing this is because Absolver is coming out today, and I wanted to get some content for that out, and I feel like I would just be pushing this Q&A back a little bit further, and I didn't want to do that. So I decided to expedite the process a little bit and get it out for you guys today. So, yep, this is the 4K Q&A. I'd like to take just a quick second to thank you guys again for the 4,000 subs. You guys are killing it, killing the game, making me feel loved, even though I know it's not true and it's all fabricated, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Okay, so these questions aren't going to be in any order. I tried to answer as many of, I tried to put in this video as many as I feel were good questions that I could answer. Starting off though, a couple questions coming through relatively the same. We got questions from Feng Xian, as well as Vu Down and Andrew Martin, basically just asking what are my Kensei builds. And as far as like stats and everything goes, I mean, my Kensei is geared out at 180. I have my gear stuff up on the screen right now. Honestly, I don't take too much into account when looking at the armor for Kensei. Yeah, I guess defense is okay and whatnot, and exhaustion recovery is obviously pretty good, as well as debuff resistance. But the rest of the stuff I don't find to be that great. I mean, obviously, stamina cost reduction and stamina regen will be fine. But I mainly look at the weapon, and I want to make sure that I'm getting the most amount of attack out as possible, because Kensei is really good at switching targets in Dominion, and it also catches people off guard when you're switching pretty frequently. So getting those extra hits off onto your opponents and then doing more damage is always very good. I always like as well just to have a little bit of extra revive speed, so in case one of my teammates does go down, I can maybe pull off of a 2v1 on my team and go revive them real quick. Other than that, I don't really look at too much. I mean, if you guys want to just look at my actual like Kensei loadout, is this basically my first loadout right here, and it is the Opokami armor with the chest and the arms, as well as the helmet. I'm using the flying dragon. I don't know if that's what it's called. It might be called something different, but I'm using the new dragon ornament that we have. I think it looks really sweet. And then I'm using the full Mahara blade. So that's my actual loadout that I use. But you guys see in videos, I like to switch it up every single time with whatnot. Just this is my staple go-to build right here with Kensei, and I find that it works just wonderful for me. So, I mean, there's good questions so far, so I hope that things will continue to be this good. The next question is going to come from Chance Kirk, and he asks, do you have the sexes? I wish, man. Sometimes if I like make my hand into a tiny hole, I feel like I can, but other than that, dude, sometimes it's a rough life. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Next question, it comes from Thomas Soliman, and he says, call me Johnny. Okay, next question comes from Bob McDouglas. He asks, if you could choose your own hero, what would he be? Like, what faction, weapon would you use, types of chains and feats? I haven't really thought about the feats and everything, or the real like attacks, but I've mentioned it on stream a few times. There's two characters that I'd like to see added into For Honor. The one mainly that I'd like to see is a Chevalier or a Musketeer. Basically, somebody is using a rapier blade with a buckler shield, and obviously the rapier blade is not very, sturdy. It's very thin. It's like a fencing sword essentially. But I think they could do like cool little lunge attacks as well as little stabby stab pokes, and I think it would be a cool character, obviously very quick, good at parrying, because I think that's what fencing people are good at. But yeah, I think that would be pretty cool to have. I think you could have some crazy execution where they just like poke them like 800 times in the face or something. That would be kind of funny. And the other one is basically, I haven't really thought of where the character would go in as far as faction, but it would just basically be like well, I guess it would be a knight with a warhammer would be really cool. I think we have a severe lack of hammers in For Honor, but I think also the Chevalier would also probably be in the Knights faction, or it could be like a mercenary. I feel like we're gonna get a mercenary faction, and another faction just in general that I'd like to see added into this game would be like pirates. Not necessarily, like pirate shooting, but like, using like cutlasses and other, or is it cutlass? I don't think it's cutlass. Cutlasses sounds more realistic and things of that nature. But yeah, I think it would be cool to get like just like a faction that's kind of out of the ordinary, but still kind of medieval times, or you could get like an Arabic faction. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's basically how I'd feel. I want the Chevalier / Musketeer for sure in the game. That would make me super happy. Next question is gonna come from General Kimbo. He asks, will you play Absolver and play For Honor rarely? And the main reason that I'm going to be answering this question, obviously Absolver comes out today, I haven't played it by the time this video goes up. I'm gonna play it. Hopefully I enjoy it, and then hopefully I will be able to play it and upload stuff to the channel and you guys like it. But I'm always gonna still play For Honor. I do love the game. It's something completely unique, and I think Absolver is also bringing in this nice unique aspect. It's almost like For Honor in the sense of the fighting styles and whatnot, but it's more MMO based, and there's a lot more different customizations to like move sets that you can do. So I hope that I enjoy the hell out of both of them, and if I do, I'm going to be playing both of them, which is what I ultimately would like to do. Alright, so the next question is going to be coming in from Ballistic Bullet, and he asks, what was your first console / gaming device? And this is just a very nostalgic question. It brings me way back, but I believe the first console that I had, I don't think it was a Sega. I think that was my grandpa's. He had a Sega, but my first actual one that I owned was a Super Nintendo. And if you guys remember this, I don't know if you guys are old enough, but it used to be just kind of like this gray brick, and I remember it had these little like purple buttons on it and stuff, and I would play the crap out of Mario Kart on that game. Oh my god, that was my stuff. Like, you try to come up to like the playground and talk crap, dude, we were gonna have a Mario Kart race after school, and I'm gonna beat that ass straight up. But yeah, that was my first one. I think shortly after that, the Nintendo 64 came out, so I got one of those, and I played a lot on that as well. Next question comes from the loved Possible Trash, and he asks, why do you hate Conk? Is it because you want to torture me by not playing him, or is it because you're just so good that if you played him, everyone on Earth would fucking die? Now, Possible likes to meme me quite a bit about the Conqueror, and I'm actually going to give a kind of a serious answer. One thing is that I think Conqueror conceptually is one of the coolest characters in the entire game, but oh my god, I would rather play a brick than play his playstyle. It's so boring, and it doesn't feel rewarding to play as Conqueror for me. Like, honestly, I think the character conceptually is badass, but the playstyle, it's just so boring. I just can't enjoy it. I wish they would do some sort of rework for the character to make him like less just like shield bash light turtle, you know, playing like that. I don't enjoy it, but I think he is cool looking, and he definitely could have potential. He could have some cooler moves, I think. Next question is going to be coming from Kinder Transport, and he asks, do you do anything else in terms of jobs besides YouTube? Now, I am, as most of you guys know, still in college. I have one semester left before I go into the real world, but then I've had an internship for the last year and a half at a tier 1 automotive supplier, and I've done strategic marketing and product management. So I know that kind of sounds like what the hell is that? So basically, I would just assist our like team on projects, data entry. I would do some of my own projects, help manage files, things of that nature. I learned a lot, and it was pretty good paying, so I did enjoy it, but unfortunately the internship is coming to an end. I think that this Friday is my last day, and then I'm going to be just going to school for this last semester, and I think I'm just taking it off of work because I've been working practically since I was 16 and haven't taken like a summer or, you know, like a semester off. So I feel like it'd be just a good way to like relax at the end of my college career, and hopefully get some more videos and streams out for you guys. That's what I really want to do though with this time, is get more content and stuff out for you. But the next question comes from Abu Salt 2, and yes, are you Canadian? I mean, why do you think I'm Canadian? Because I know terms like hosier, you're fucking loony and toonies, you know, you plug, your grocery stick, you know, stuff of that nature coming out of Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. But no, I'm not actually Canadian. I know a lot of people think about it just because I say words like that, but I played hockey my whole life, so I guess I kind of have a Canadian influence on me. I've played with a lot of players from Canada, and Canada's really close to me, living in Michigan. I've been there many times, and I don't know, I guess it's just kind of, I think it's the hockey mostly that why people think that I'm Canadian, because I talk like that, and I know a lot of the terms and a lot of the Canadian lingo. But yeah, I'm not Canadian, I'm American. This next question comes from Lucas G, and he asks, what do you think about the current state of For Honor? He says he's been playing since release, took quite a big break in Season 2 and came back for Season 3, and it's so much fun. It's basically became my most played game by now. Player base seems to be growing again as well. Now, I'm gonna say that the player base is pretty decent for For Honor right now. I remember, I think it was in my last Q&A where I talked about how the player base was declining, and I believe I pulled up like a Steam chart, and it was only like 1,300 players or something, but I think the peaks now are at about like a little bit over 3,000, which obviously is not amazing, but it's definitely a lot better than what it used to be. It had been like peaking at like 1,600 or something for a long time, so it's grown twice as big since season 3, and hopefully with the introduction of dedicated servers, that boosts the player base just exponentially, because that's all we can hope for is new players coming into the game and hopefully experiencing this. It's kind of gonna be like, I think, another Rainbow Six thing with Ubisoft, where they kind of F up the first year and then they make it better, which is, I mean, I guess it's good if the game ends up being really fun and competitive in the long run. But I think the base is growing, but with Absolver coming out, it might steal some of the base if the game turns out to be really, really good and offers more of an appeal. So we'll just have to see. We'll have to see how time works on the game and see if the devs continue to be involved and invested in the game as they have been. Next question coming from my boy Sketchy. He asked, have you ever thought of making small montages like highlighting fun moments while gaming? I have made things like that when I played CSGO. That was pretty much all I did, was like funny moments. It's rewarding. They get pretty good views when I do them, but I would spend so much time editing like a 4-minute video. Oftentimes I would spend like 3 to 7 hours just editing a 4-minute video, because I added in text, I added in memes, I added in all these sounds and everything, and it just took a long time for me to actually do that. Plus you had to record the games, sift through the games, find the footage. So that's kind of annoying to do, so I don't think I'd get any really fun moments while gaming, but I would like to actually make some montages in For Honor. It's just finding the right music to use that won't get my video banned in every country, and then the type of editing style that I want to use. I'm not 100% sure how I want to go about doing it. I would like to, just have somebody edit it for me, but I take pride in doing my own work. So expect some montages on the way as well, because that's something that I've really been interested in. Just a little random question here from Jackass Gaming. Asks, would I rather use Orochi or Nobushi? I'd say Nobushi. I don't like Orochi at all. I mean, maybe if you had a better moveset, possibly, because the top light zone I'm just not really into. I like the hidden stance with Nobushi. I think it's a really cool mechanic in the game, and not a lot of other characters have something similar to that, so I would go with Nobushi on that. Final questions coming in from my boy Lord Quinn 5. I need to cough, excuse me. Okay, I'm back. He asks a few questions here, and he asks, are you religious? Now, I wouldn't really consider myself religious anymore. I mean, I grew up with going to like church every weekend with my family and stuff, and since I went to college, I haven't really gone. I mean, I consider myself like, there could be something, but there also couldn't be something. That's kind of how I feel at the moment. He asked if I like pizza. I mean, I'm a freaking Italian, dude. You think I don't like pizza? If you think that, you're a freaking jabroni. My favorite memes are constantly changing. I think my favorite meme, though, right now, is if you guys watched that Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather fight, and you guys see when Floyd Mayweather actually walked onto the stage, he was wearing like a ski mask with a hat on, with like some leather jacket thing with zippers, and almost looked like a bondage suit or something, or like he was literally a serial killer. But somebody put it on basically the PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds home screen. I'll put the meme up on the screen right now, and put it as a character loadout for the game, and I just can't get over it. It's so funny. It's probably my favorite meme at the moment, but memes are always changing. I love any good meme, really. He also asked if I could say hello to Guru. No, fuck Guru. Just kidding. Guru's the man. He's probably like the best mod I got right now. But yeah, that's all he asked. He says stay cool and soon I'll get my 5K. I hope that I do. And yeah, guys, this should probably end it here for the Q&A video. I know the questions were kind of all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless, and I hope I gave somewhat of an answer that you guys would enjoy to hear. Here's to 1,000 more subs, and I appreciate you guys as always. Honestly, I do this for fun, and I hope that you guys can watch a video, and if you're having like a bad day or something, it makes you feel a little bit better. That's my main goal. So if you guys are still enjoying it, I'm gonna keep making videos. So this has been Tony. Thank you for 4K once again. If you enjoyed this Q&A, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.
I know you ain't know someone like me. Your eyes too nice, but you can't. You too fancy, too empty, and you chose someone you need.